Welcome. This is the first video and I'm just going to go through Google, Yahoo and MSN just to show you on some popular search terms what's coming up and where the information is coming from. Now this is quite basic but it's quite important. In the second half I'm also going to show you how some highly ranked websites, how they get up to the top and what terms you might have a look at if you're trying to rank for this particular industry. But it works for any industry, so let's just go and have a look. So I'm going to type in what is my favourite pastime, which is golf, and you'll see what comes up. Now these terms are massive, and if we have a look, you've got 741 million pages that are in this. Now most important, you've got golf.com, golf web, golf online, etc, etc. Now the chances of ranking for these are just impossible, but what we can do is slowly delve into the golf market of and if you go into the SEO book word keyword research tool, you'll see other items like we have golf balls, which could be a term. Now if you search for golf balls, you see it's gone from 741 to 25 million. Okay, 25 million is still huge, still a big term, and you've got people like golfballs.com, only golf balls, etc, etc. Now again, the chances of you getting these guys is near impossible. But if you have a look over in the right hand side, you'll see that some of the brand names are starting to come up, like Callaway, Nike, Top Flight, etc. So you might think, okay, we can have a look at that. So if we look at Top Flight golf balls, now we're getting somewhere. So you're down to 1.8 million, which is okay. In fact, I've put that all together, so let's just split that. 1.9 million. Now the people you've got here, you're seeing most pages are not the home page, it's a sub page of a home page. Do you see this? So this is quite important. So there's no one site that's at the top that is just their home page ranking. But what we can see is some people are specifically targeting this term, which is probably quite a high term that people are typing in, because you've got here on their header just that search term. So Top Flight golf balls, which is what we searched for at the beginning. So people do want to target this search term. Top Flight golf balls here, only golf balls, so that they've put that together to try and get it higher. Again, I mean, this one has kind of got it in twice. See what they've put: Top Flight golf balls, but in reverse, and then Top Flight golf balls here. Now what we can do is go further down. I mean, I don't know how many times a day that's searched, but you can see that in the keyword tool. If we put buy Top Flight golf balls, we're down to 520. Now 520 is a good amount to go for. You can still see that all the adverts on the right hand side, there's a lot of them, so people are still going for this. But this is a possible term to go for that you could have a go and get. And if you had a site called topflightgolfballs.com, if there is such a place, then that might be an idea. But have a look at what we've got here in the results. You've got two items. The first is the title here, and then you've got some description. Now both of these are in their page itself, and this is, if you clicked on this page, this item here is what would be shown at the top of your web browser window. And this is important for two reasons. One is they've got their search term in there by Top Flight Golf Balls, and you see Google's highlighted it. So when a visitor will go and search in Google, see up here they've only got a couple of terms, so it's not highlighted as much. But this is highlighted, so you'll have a look at it and think, oh, okay, I'll see that because it's got my terms highlighted. And when you yourself go and search for items, I'm sure you do this as well, you home in on those where the items are bolded and have a look. And what people generally do now, I think, is then go and read the text underneath to see what's in there. So this is completely in your control. It's up to you what you put in here, and none of the search engines change this. Yahoo do a little if you're in their web directory, which is a paid directory, but Google and MSN certainly do not change this part. This other item here is important because what you want to do is not just get to number one, but to get people to click through to your site. So this description here is in the header part of your web page. Now they may have written this. Sometimes Google puts in here the description if they're in the Open Directory project, and they will use that description. But judging by this here, because it's got prices and such, this is the description directly from the website. So it's really important you pay attention, not just for SEO, to get to the top with having your search terms, say here and here, but also so people can click through. And these are primarily under your control. If we go and have a look at Yahoo, the same kind of thing applies. So if we type in golf balls and see what comes up, it's slightly different, as you probably know. What they've got here is 3 ads. So if you're in number 1, you've already had to go through kind of 1, 2 and 3 before you get down here. Now they always have less search results for some reason, but if we go and put in Top Flight Golf Balls, you'll see, actually, interestingly enough here, it's a different result. Yahoo is number 1, believe it or not, in Google, but we've actually got the brand topflight.com. Now in Yahoo they pay more attention to this domain if you've got the words in your domain, that's quite good. And also, the same in Google, if you've got it in this extension also. Now if we go to MSN, it's the same concept, same stuff applies when you're have a looking at this. So if we go straight into Top Flight Golf Balls and see what's happening here. Right, now the thing with MSN is it's easier to get your site at the top, and you'll see these are all okay actually, but they're completely different results. Completely different results all over. You're starting to get, you have a Belgian site come up, but certainly if you have a look at any results, you'll probably find that in the top results the domain has got the words within it, and it's very rarely for MSN that you'll have balls, well that was a term, that you'll have anything but the name in there. So that's important for MSN. So again, they don't, as far as I'm aware, use the DMOZ Open Directory description, so it's entirely up to you. You see they've had a go at putting something there to try and get you to click. Here we go, where to buy them online, top flight golf balls, boom boom. So this is all really important. So I hope that's given you an introduction to what you need to have a look at. Also, all those three search engines were similar. That one, you've got your title there that you can control, and sometimes it's a DMOZ description. Number two here is a description in your header tags, which again you control. So make sure you spend time for number one, I say, especially for this, is SEO to get to the top, and number two, make sure that you put it together so people click through, because after all, the idea of getting to number one is to get through to your website.